Against Prime Minister Gilani. This is, of course, in the NRO case that the Supreme Court's full bench is hearing at the moment. Prime Minister Gilani has been asked to be present in person on 19th January. A significant development there from Pakistan Supreme Court. A full bench headed by Chief Justice Iftikhar Chaudhry is hearing the NRO case, which is specifically about the elected government there not complying with its order to reopen criminal proceedings against President Zardari. This has to do with money laundering cases registered in Switzerland. The government has not moved on that Supreme Court order. The Supreme Court met today under Chief Justice Iftikhar Chaudhry. It had to consider several options before it, but specifically it had to ask the government on why it had not proceeded on its order. One of the options before the court was contempt proceedings to be initiated against the Prime Minister. Let's go straight across to our Foreign Affairs Editor Surya Gangadharan. Surya, take us through what you're hearing from Pakistan.
Well, from what we understand, the Supreme Court has issued a notice to Mr. Gilani, warning him of contempt because he hasn't gone through on the court's direction that he should go ahead with corruption cases in Switzerland against President Zardari. Of course, there's the whole issue of the PM and the President claiming that Parliament is supreme. Clearly, there are deep constitutional issues here that need to be also resolved. The only point here is whether the judiciary is so focused on these two issues to the point where some of the other related issues involving the army are not being touched upon. So that's really the question here. Why is the judiciary so keen on going ahead with issues that could destabilize this government, right? Without looking at related issues where the army itself has soiled its image.
Stay with us. Let's get in a word from Nosheen Yousuf, who's a reporter with Geo News from Islamabad. Nosheen, take us through what the Supreme Court bench has said with regard to Prime Minister Gilani.
Well, the Prime Minister Gilani, it's a cold in Islamabad but very warm in news because three important cases, the Memogate issue, the NRO case and the Parliament resolution are about to start. Earlier two, the court decisions are already, the court benches are already hearing whatever is happening. And the first one is on the NRO case where the Attorney General in the morning informed that the government till now has not informed them about any response on the Swiss writing letter to the Swiss government. But now the latest news is that the Supreme Court has asked the Prime Minister Gilani to appear before the court on the 19th of January. So it's a twisting situation because Gilani has earlier been dubbed as being dishonest, and he has been asked to write a letter to the Swiss authorities to reopen the Swiss account case, and as well they had given them 6 options. So the government is supposed to be considering those 6 options. They are looking but how should they handle the Supreme Court in this? But right now the news is that already Supreme Court has asked PM Gilani to respond to them because right now Attorney General has informed the Supreme Court that till now he had no instructions from the government to do anything on this regard. The 6 options, yes.
All right, so 19 January is when the court has ordered the Prime Minister to come before it and testify in person on why the government has not moved on its earlier NRO order. Let's also speak with Mubashir Zaidi. Mubashir, has the court also warned the Prime Minister of possible contempt? How is this today's direction be seen by the government? Will it be an embarrassment or more?
Well, I think the government was very much expecting this.